Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to explain the ongoing drama, The Judge of Hell. The episode begins with our heroine, who reveals that she's actually a demon that has possessed the body of Kong Bitna. When she makes this confession, all the doctors around her burst into laughter, thinking it's absurd. The scene shifts to a snowy landscape, but the ground is stained with blood. A woman lies there, lifeless, and her soul gazes down at her body, sorrowful. As she watches, something strange happens, the bloodstains slowly transform into red roses. Captivated, her soul follows the trail of roses until a door suddenly appears before her. The door creaks open, revealing an intense, blinding light. She is meant to go to false hell, but instead, she is mistakenly sent to the murder hall for clarification. Upon arriving, she sees a formidable woman, Justitia, the judge of the murder hall, alongside her assistant, Valak. They are holding a trial for a man accused of murder. Valak notices Kong Bitna's presence and wonders aloud why she is there. After all, the man currently on trial is supposed to be the last case of the day. As the trial ends, Justitia seals the man's fate by sentencing him to Gehenna, placing a mark on his forehead as proof. Seeing this, Kong Bitna boldly declares, "I am also a judge. Are you about to put me on trial?" Justitia, intrigued, asks, "How did you end up here?" "I don't know," Bitna responds. "Someone stabbed me with a knife." Justitia's expression hardens. This court only deals with murderers. Only those guilty of murder are allowed here. Kong Bitna quickly asserts, "I've never killed anyone." At this moment, Valak, concerned, steps forward and suggests, "We should clarify this, she's not on today's list." But Justitia, unmoved, refuses to listen. Instead, she coldly orders, "Send her to Gehenna for 20,000 years, and add 30,000 more for speaking out of turn." Valak hesitates, knowing that once a sentence is sealed, it cannot be undone. However, Justitia grabs the seal knife herself and places the mark on Kong Bitna's forehead, sealing her fate. And with that, her soul disappears. At this moment, two young men arrive, Baal, the director of hell, and Paimon, the judge of the betrayer's hell. Baal confronts Justitia, saying, "The sinner who was supposed to go to false hell was sent to Gehenna. Do you admit your mistake?" However, Justitia refuses to accept responsibility, instead blaming others for the error. Unimpressed, Baal commands, "You must go to the human world and punish 10 murderers, sending them to hell. Valak will accompany you." He adds, "You must complete the mission using the body you harmed due to your mistake. If you fail, you will die." At first, Justitia protests, refusing to carry out the task. But Baal, losing patience, seizes her tightly with his antenna, forcing her to agree. The scene shifts to the human world, where Justitia enters the body of Kong Bitna, and so, this is the story told by Justitia while inhabiting Kong Bitna's body. As the episode closes, the title appears on the screen, The Judge of Hell. In the next scene, a doctor hands over a medical report to Justitia. She glances at it briefly before turning to the doctor and warning, "Be good, or you'll end up in hell." With that, she leaves the hospital. The scene cuts to a courtroom, where Justitia arrives casually, sipping on a drink. As she settles into her seat, she orders, "Let's make this quick. I'm busy." She listens to the case file while popping open her drink. We are then introduced to our hero, Lieutenant Han Dayan, who is standing as the defendant. Justitia eyes him and asks, "No attorney again?" Han Dayan responds confidently, "I haven't done anything wrong. Besides, I believe if there is justice, the law will protect me." Justitia nods, and then asks him to explain the circumstances of his arrest. Han Dayan recounts how he was chasing a suspect who had brandished a knife at him. He managed to disarm her with a swift blow, causing her to drop the weapon, and then arrested her. So, what happened next? Justitia probes. Han Dayan continues, "The suspect was released on bail and only received a small fine. After that, she sued me, claiming her hand was injured when I kicked the knife out of it." The suspect's lawyer interrupts, adding, "She was admitted to the hospital for 2 weeks because of this injury." Justitia raises an eyebrow and asks, "Then why didn't you submit a full medical record?" The lawyer hesitates and then replies, "My client couldn't eat properly after the incident." With a smirk, Justicia asks, did she starve to death then? Her tone mocking, she adds, you're overstepping your limits, counsel. Show some respect. Then, she turns back to the lawyer and sarcastically asks, so what should Han Daein have done? Should he have begged her to give up the knife or allowed himself to be stabbed and die honorably? Without waiting for a response, she hastily turns to Han Daein and says, defendant, give your final statement. Han Daein solemnly shares his closing words. After a brief pause, Justicia announces, I have made my decision. Now let's wind up this episode here. We can see with next part in next episode. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for further videos. Till then, bye.